Good morning, dear students. In the last lecture, we have seen about the FAR filter design, advantages of FAR filters, disadvantages, and linear phase filters, in which we have seen the transfer function and the Fourier transform of the h of n, impulse response, and the representation of frequency response. H of e power j omega is equal to plus or minus h of mod h of e power j omega into e power j into theta of omega, where mod h of e power j omega is magnitude response and theta of omega is phase response. And we have also seen the phase delay and group delay, where phase delay is given by the minus theta of omega by omega, and group delay is given by the differentiation of phase delay. And where angle theta of, for the linear phase FIR filters, angle theta of omega will be equal to minus alpha omega, where alpha is a constant phase delay. If you take a phase delay and group delay is equal to alpha, which is constant, that means independent of frequency, then we have seen a derivation that for that alpha is equal to then impulse response h of n will be symmetrical about 0 at alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2. That means FIR filters will have constant phase and group delay when the impulse response is symmetrical about alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2. And we have seen the examples for n is equal to 7. If I take n is equal to 7, 3 is the center of symmetry, and alpha we can calculate the center of symmetry by alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2, that is 7 minus 1 by 2. And the samples at 0, h of 0 is equal to h of 6. Alpha is nothing but delay in samples. So if alpha is equal to 3, then the filter delayed is 3 samples. Similarly, if you take n is equal to 6, that is even number of samples, then there will be 0 to 5 samples. So alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2, that is 6 minus 1 by 2, which is 2.5. So the center of symmetry you will get as at 2.5. So the filter delay is 2.5 samples. So impulse response is symmetrical about alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2 when the phase delay and group delay are constant or independent of frequency. So that case we have seen now, and now we see the next case in which only the group delay is constant and the phase delay is not constant. For that, theta of omega is equal to beta minus alpha omega. So here the phase delay is beta minus alpha omega, so which is not linear and it is not constant. And whereas group delay is the differentiation of d theta of omega by theta of omega. So if you differentiate this equation, you will get minus alpha of omega. So here group delay is constant. And we know already h of e power j omega can be written in the magnitude and phase as plus or minus mod h of e power j omega into e power j of beta minus alpha omega. And we know discrete time Fourier transform of h of e power j omega in the impulse response can be written as summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 h of n into e power minus j omega n is equal to plus or minus mod h of e power j omega into e power j into beta minus alpha omega. We know e power j theta is nothing but cos omega n minus j sin omega n. So here in the place of e power minus j omega n, you write it as cos omega n minus j sin omega n, and e power j beta minus alpha omega can be written as cos of beta minus omega minus alpha omega plus j sin beta minus alpha omega. If you substitute those values in the equation 15, and if you separate the real and imaginary parts, that means cos omega terms and sin omega n terms and j terms, and real parts and imaginary parts are separated, then which gives the equation summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 h of n into cos omega n is equal to plus or minus mod h of e power j omega into cos of beta minus alpha omega, which is the real part, and minus summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 into h of n into sin omega n is equal to plus or minus h of e power j omega into sin beta minus alpha omega is the imaginary part. If you take ratio of 17 to 16, equation 17 to equation 16, then minus summation n equal to 0 to capital N minus 1 h of n into sin omega n by summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 h of n into cos omega n is equal to sin beta minus alpha omega by cos of beta minus alpha omega. This can also be, this can be obtained as we as if you cross multiply and if you simplify the above equation as we have done in the previous case, then you will get summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 h of n into sin of beta minus alpha minus n omega is equal to 0. If you take beta is equal to pi by 2, equation 19 can be written as summation n equal to 0 to capital N minus 1 h of n into, in the place of sin you will get cos of alpha minus n into omega is equal to 0, which can be in the linear phase. So the above equation can be satisfied when h of n is equal to minus h of n minus 1 minus n, and for the alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2. That means FIR filters having constant group delay but not phase delay is constant phase delay, then the impulse response is asymmetrical about alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2. Let us take the similar examples like n is equal to 7, that is odd values, then the impulse response is delayed by alpha is equal to 3 samples, and it is asymmetric when beta is when phase delay is not constant. Similarly, if you take n is equal to 6, those are asymmetrical. That means h of n is equal to minus h of n minus 1 minus n. In the above examples, h of 0 is equal to minus h of 6. Similarly, h of 1 is equal to minus h of 5. From the above derivations, if you can generalize the characteristics of linear phase FIR filters, if you take a symmetrical impulse response and n equal to odd, then the frequency response can be written as e power minus j omega into n minus 1 by 2, which is alpha, into summation n equal to n minus 1 by 2 into a of n into cos omega n, where a of 0 is equal to h of n minus 1 by 2, or if you take a of n is equal to 2 times h of n minus 1 by 2 minus n, because it is symmetrical, so we are taking 2 times the impulse response h of n minus 1 by 2 minus n. In the place of alpha, you are keeping n minus 1 by 2. Similarly, the magnitude response means mod h of e power j omega. That means mod summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 by 2 into a of n into cos omega n. And the phase response minus alpha omega plus theta. If theta is equal to 0, then only the characteristics are symmetrical. So for theta equal to 0, it is symmetrical, and h of e power j omega must be greater than 0. If h of e power j omega is negative, then theta is equal to pi. And the applications of this symmetrical impulse response and n equal to odd are, we can design a low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, and band stop filter. Similarly, if you take a symmetrical impulse response when n is even, so here frequency response h of e power j omega is equal to e power minus j omega into n minus 1 by 2. Here alpha is same, and summation n equal to 1 to n by 2. Here in the place of a of n, you take it as b of n into cos of n minus 1 by 2 into omega. And here b of n is 2 times h of n by 2 minus n, and the magnitude response summation n equal to 1 to n by 2 into b of n into cos of n minus 1 by 2 into omega. And the here also phase response will be minus alpha omega plus theta. When h of e power j omega is positive, then theta is equal to 0, and in a frequency response negative, theta equal to pi. And this can be applied for the low pass filters and band pass filters. Let us see two more characteristics of the linear phase FIR filters when they are asymmetrical about the zero axis. So asymmetrical impulse response when n is odd. So frequency response is given by e power j pi by 2. Here we are taking pi by 2 phase because it is inverse asymmetrical, so we are taking e power j pi by 2 into e power minus j omega into n minus 1 by 2 into summation n equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 into c of n into sin omega n, where here c of n is 2h into n minus 1 by 2 minus n. It is the second case which we have derived. And magnitude response is the magnitude of summation n equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 into c of n into sin omega n. And c of n, here we are taking 2 times the asymmetric value, okay, h of n minus 1 by 2 minus n. And so phase response can be given by minus alpha omega plus pi by 2. Here we have to add plus theta. And for positive value of frequency response, theta is equal to 0, and for the negative values, theta is equal to minus pi, theta equal to pi. And the applications we use are for differentiators and Hilbert transforms. And in the similar way, you will find the asymmetrical impulse response for n is equal to even. So for n is equal to even values, e power j pi by 2 minus j omega into n minus 1 by 2. into summation n equal to 1 to n by 2 into d of n into sine n minus 1 by 2, sine omega of n minus 1 by 2. Here d of n is 2h into 2 into h of n minus 1 by n by 2 minus n, and magnitude response summation n equal to 1 to n by 2 d of n into sine omega of n minus 1 by 2, and frequency response is given by minus alpha omega plus pi by 2 plus theta, and theta equal to 0 for positive frequency response, and theta equal to pi for negative frequency response. These can also be used for the differentiators and Hilbert transforms, since they are asymmetrical about 0 axis. These are the characteristics of linear phase FIR filters, and based on this characteristics we will do some problems in the next coming classes. Thank you.